Well, here we are with the Yaesu FT-757GX running in transmit mode and CW mode for about 10 minutes. So I'm about to flip this thing together for the third or fourth time where it dies out. When I flip it together, it just quits. So been running this thing now for about 10 minutes and it's been holding power pretty well. $60 watts or so. No burning smells. The fan's running. Heat sinks are warm, but yeah, this thing will probably run 60 watts. Continuous duty. So you could probably run it with FT8 or something forever if the power's cranked down low enough. So yeah, I've had a heck of a time getting this thing working right. So in the last video, you can see I pulled the final board out and I resoldered all the connections. I had blown out the NPN transistor in there. Well, actually, the PNP that runs the transmit for the transverter. I injected 12 volts into these two pins by accident because I'm just clip leading onto here. I have no power cord, and I burned out the PNP, which was switchable, so I replaced the PNP. I was looking at the 10 watt schematic for the 10 watt PA, and I pulled out the wrong transistor like 2 weeks later. So anyway, I put a PNP in and an NPN in for the the one transistor. The NPN is for the bias on the final, and the PNP is for the switching on of the 7808 transmitter regulated voltage. So anyway, that all got done. And I took the final out and resoldered everything. I also bolstered the current that goes from the power input, which is here, through the relay, to the finals matching transformer, through this little printed circuit board, from the PCB up to the PCB and the transformer, through the little pipes that have the wire wrapped through it for the impedance matching, and then out to the finals. I got all that stuff soldered and reinforced. So I'm not getting any jumpy readings anymore. The last problem I had was I was getting like a feedback noise from the filter board. So the filter board is under here, and I was getting like a little squeal from it, and the power was like flipping all around, and just by happenstance and desperation, I turned the bias down or up or whatever. Don't know which way I went, but that fixed it. So I think the bias was needing adjustment. I still haven't adjusted the bias properly, but enough to get the transmitter to work. So that's the goal here. I'm hoping now I can flip this thing over and bolt it down to the other half of the case, other half of the radio, and have it actually just work. Every time I flip it together, it quits. Anyway, I also put the old relay back in. I had bought the Chinese relays and waited 2 weeks for these to come in. I really think these are copies from China. I don't think they're real. Anyway, the one in here I had just sounded awful when you turn it on and off. It kind of made like a tinny sound, and I don't really know if it handled the current. So the relay in here was rated for 10 amps at 250 volts. So I simply cleaned up the contacts on that and reassembled it and put it back in. So I've been holding steady now with some pretty nasty current and going through into the power connector here on these chintzy wires. The wires are hot. Anyway, it's been hanging in there. So maybe this thing's fixed. Hanging in there, and it's running. So, and I can up the power and down it. It'll crank to 100 watts now. Well, almost. What can I do here? Yeah, I can do 100. You can hear the fan speeding up when I crank the power down. So that's pretty cool. Now the trick is it gonna run when I flip it over. I think now it will run fine. This fan is pretty cool. It has temperature sensors on it, and it'll kick in when the radio needs cooled off. I think it probably goes into the microprocessor, and I can feel some hot air coming off this thing. It makes a nice space heater, like a linear, right? So, yep, it's probably got some good continuous duty characteristics. How hot is the heatsink? Wow, it's getting pretty hot. It's not burning my hand, but it's too hot. So let's crank it down. There we go. Crank it down. Run less power. Yeah, I don't think it'll do 60 watts forever. It's not going to like that. So getting pretty hot. Yeah, it almost burns my fingers now with the heatsink under here. Anyway, that's my test, and the true test of this thing was turning off the radio. And when I got the radio, it wouldn't even turn on because the relay was shot. So the relay got cleaned up and put back in. Plus, I resoldered every connection I could find on the final board in here on the PA board. So I'm not quite sure what was wrong with this thing. It just had a bunch of problems on the PA board. And you figure the PA board goes through a lot of abuse. So anyway, yeah, the fan will boot up when you first power it up. I also put some LEDs in here, which don't work really well, but they're there. Anyway, let's transmit. Well, looks like it crapped out. See here, I thought it was fixed, and it's not. The trouble was when it restarted, it would crap out, and yep, it crapped out. So, wait a minute, let's raise the power. I think the power is not linear on this thing. The control won't stay. Yeah, okay, it's working. So the control has a thermal problem, I guess, or something, but now, well, yeah, there it goes. So it's not quite stable, is it? Yeah, it's got some issues. I can go to 100 watts now still, but it's back to its old flaky behavior. Oh, I guess it's not fixed. Too bad for me. I was messing with the bias to fix it. I wonder if this will make it more linear. Let's see. Well, that's reacting for once. That takes it down. Now can I go up? No, I can't. Okay. I'm not even sure what band I'm on. There, that kind of... So it seems like it's some kind of weird bias problem. So if I crank it up pretty heavy, will it be more stable? Let's see. Yeah. Okay, that's damn stable like that. Yeah, what's cool is the fan knows to go off when you crank the power down. The fan goes, hey, it's no power. So I'm just cranking the power level down. Fan goes off. All right, so let's turn it off and on again and see what it does. Power off, power on, power off, power on. Power up. Okay, transmit. You guys see that? Power's down. Crank it. Flakes out. What if I increase the bias again? Okay, it's cranked all the way now. I'm not sure which way it is, but let's see if that affects it at all. Power off, power on, transmit. Radio off, radio on. on, radio off. Transmit. Well, that's stable. Radio off, radio on. Transmit. Well, that seems stable. So I crank the bias all the way counterclockwise on this now. Seems like it's steady. So what band's this thing on anyway? It's on 10 megahertz. Let's crank it down. Oh, let's start at 160. Okay, there's 160 right there. 160 megahertz. Well, 160 band, I'm sorry. 1.8 or so. Let's see what the power is there. I'm cranked all the way up on the power. I'm on 160. Looks like I'm only getting 25 watts out in 160. Okay, now I'm going to go to 80 meters, and on 80 meters I'm getting 90 watts, 95 watts. Let's go to 40 meters. 40 meters, I'm getting 90 watts. Okay, let's go up one more. There's 10 megahertz. $100 and what? 10 watts. Okay, one more. Whoop, lost power. See that? Okay, here's 10 megahertz. Let's go one more. Okay, there's 20 meters. And it's kind of flaking out a little bit. Yep, it is. A little flaky.